What we're going to do is pan-sear some ducks in a red wine reduction. Sounds really fancy, might sound daunting to some of y'all, but I assure you, each and every one of y'all, by no means am I any kind of gourmet chef. This is a really, really easy recipe and something that's great to do with your ducks. So with that, we're going to get started here. We've got some duck breasts here in the sink that we've just rinsed off, and we're going to do something super simple here. So what we're going to do, we've got some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. We're going to season the breasts. All we're doing here, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and then we're going to dredge these breasts, these fillets, in some flour. So salt, pepper, garlic powder in the flour. We're going to season the other side. We're going to sear these on both sides for about 5 minutes. So in they go. You're going to hear the sizzle here because this skillet's super hot. That's what we want. Five minutes aside. And while that's going, we're going to get one more skillet ready. We've got it on medium heat. We've got about 1/3 of a stick of butter. In that goes. We're going to melt the butter and then go in with some onions and mushrooms. So we're ready to go in with the onion, which we've already got sliced. It's ready to go. And some mushrooms. And load up this skillet. It's best to have a relatively deep-walled skillet like this. You don't want to really do it in a Dutch oven, but a deep-walled skillet like this is perfect. We've got our ducks browned on one side for 5 minutes. So like we talked about, we're going to give them a quick turn. They're just right. That's the look you're looking for right there. That's the look. A pretty deep, hard sear on the first side. And we're going to cook them for another 5 minutes, and then they're going to go in this skillet with the mushrooms and onions. A little bit of salt and pepper, and some fresh garlic here. No worries with the fresh garlic. There was in this skillet with our duck breasts. Again, like I mentioned, possibly burning the fresh garlic. No worries here. Use fresh garlic when and where you can, I think anyway. So we've got it ready to go. The fillets are browned just right. Again, over here in this skillet, we've cooked down, sweated some onions, cooked down some mushrooms, a little bit of butter, some salt, pepper, garlic. Real simple, that's all we did. We browned our ducks. We're going to kill the skillet here and just transfer the fillets over. It really worked well in this recipe. Actually pluck the breast. You don't have to pluck the whole bird, but just pluck the breast and leave that fat on. Duck fat is gold. It's wonderful, wonderful flavor. Great stuff. And all you do in this case, these breasts we're pulling out, the fat obviously would be on one side. Cook it, fat side down first, then give it the turn. But again, other than that, same deal. Right here in this skillet with our mushrooms and onion, we're going to turn, it's been on medium heat. We're going to turn the heat up just a little bit, medium high. And here's how we're going to finish it. We've got some red wine. Any kind of red wine, whatever you've got, whatever you like to drink, use it. And we are going to add to this deep-walled skillet a little over halfway up the duck breasts. I can't tell you how much that is. Just eyeball it yourself. This is camp cooking, folks. That much right there. That's how much we want to do. So we've got some red wine in here now. A little over halfway up the duck breast. And here's how we're going to finish this. Sounds crazy. Gives it wonderful flavor. We've got some sugar. Add a pinch of sugar, literally a pinch, about that much. Got a little bit of sugar. This is going to sound crazy too, but I promise you, it gives it great flavor. We've got some cinnamon. Again, just a dash of cinnamon, a little pinch, about that much. And 2 shakes of Worcestershire. 1, 2, perfect. We're going to give this a stir. Bring it up to a light boil, which it's getting to right now. And then we're going to cover it and let it go for about a half an hour. After half an hour, we're going to turn the breasts, cook them on the other side for about another 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to cut the heat down back to medium-low, put the lid on it, and we're going to walk away for 30 minutes. Had this simmering for an hour, 30 minutes aside. I promise y'all, this stuff is fantastic. All we're going to do now is ladle a couple of these breasts out with some of that onion and mushroom on a bed of white rice and get a little bit of our gravy right over the top. That's what we've got right there. Serve that with a green salad, a little garlic bread. It really doesn't get much better than that, and it doesn't get a whole lot simpler. Give this a try. Hope y'all enjoy it. Good hunting.
I want the real deal here. Wait, Brian.
Yes.
Is that a hint of cinnamon?
It's a hint of cinnamon, baby. That's my secret. I gave Fred on camera some of Bryan King's deep, dark culinary secrets.